The first act is one of my favorite comedians in the whole world, and especially in Kansas City. Please make the most noise you've ever made for my friend, Brittany Tilander!
The Emerald, how the hell are ya? Ooh, I got the horns up there. It's gotta be a wily crowd. I love you! Do you like my pants? They're new. I'm trying something new. They feel very new metal to me. I feel like whenever I walk into a room, just like break stuff should play. Anybody a fan? Yeah. I've been watching all of you trickle in tonight. Some of you helped me carry up chairs. My strong boys. I've been keeping an eye on you though. Bunch of freaking cuties out there. All of ya. I would kiss all of you on the mouth if it were CDC recommended. But it's not, so I'll settle for a forehead kiss. Any takers? Come on. The horns, come on up here. What's your name?
Addie.
Addie, I'm gonna kiss your forehead. Okay. Oh, very nice. Smelled of... How do you wear Juniper Breeze? That's been discontinued for quite some time. Anybody else's mom just smelled like Juniper Breeze and cigarettes? Yeah. Anybody else grow up in Raytown? Yeah. We're familiar with Raytown then. Special place. So much rich history in Raytown. Some people say Cookie Monster pajama pants were invented there. Raytown. The land of women with perpetually wet hair. Is it wet? Is it crunchy? I don't know. I know not to ask. Don't hold being from Raytown against me. We know how to fight. Almost always have a blade on us. It's a very West Side Story. Growing up in Raytown, I really wish that they would have taught us critical race theory. Hot button topic, I know. I feel like it should be taught everywhere. It could be useful. They didn't teach critical race theory when I was in high school. They just had us watch Remember the Titans a lot. Not even on teacher hangover days. They were just wheeling out the TV. They used to wheel out the TV. We'd have to watch it. How cool is it that Kansas City has places like this now, though, right? Make some noise for the Emerald. The Velvet. When my edible kicks in, I'm gonna have a moment with that Velvet. You guys are little sluts for comedy, aren't you? Are you gonna come in your little laugh pants? Ooh, bust in your laugh slacks? I'm gonna edge you all night. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna laugh. I'm really psyched that I was able to make it here tonight. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to make it here tonight because yesterday I started my period. I know, so brave, female comedian, right? Doing comedy. Because we all know what happens day 2 of your period, right? My period havers out there. All water just escapes your body through your butthole. What is up with that? I'm like a human sieve. Swamp ass, mud butt, number 3 butt pee. We've all been there, right? Even if you've never had a period, I can promise you, you have had period shits. Everybody's had them. Have you ever spent an entire evening drinking like some shitty cheap beer, and then the next morning your poop smells like pennies? A loose stool? Those are period shits. I gotta give credit where credit's due though. The reason why I am here tonight, all thanks to my Diva Cup. Yes. an environmentally conscious crowd. I love that. Little green babies out there. I love my Diva cup so much. For those of you who don't know what a Diva cup is a blood goblet. Little rubber champagne flute that you just fold up and just pop it up there, and it collects all your blood. And then whenever you dump it out, once it gets full into the toilet, it's like a little offering. It's the most metal thing I do every single month. A lot of maintenance though with a Diva cup. A lot of maintenance with a Diva cup. Every month after you use your Diva cup, you're supposed to boil it for 20 minutes to sanitize it, right? Good soup. Got a special little designated pot for that bad boy. But I boil my Diva cup every single month, but mine still manages to look like one of those Tupperware containers that you've microwaved lasagna in. Your groans weren't loud enough for me. Mama makes her own sauce, okay? When you're here, your family. I never understood why they call it fisting, because you never do this. You always do this. It should be called offensive Italian hand gesture. Do all of you have crushes on me now? Well, guess what? You can't date me because I have a partner. You can be happy for my happiness. I appreciate it all the same. My partner is the best partner. I knew he was the one for me the moment that I laid eyes on him. In the instant I saw his face. He's just got one of those faces of a guy who owns a fleshlight just to eat it out. You know what I mean? Just the cutest little face. Love that guy. I do. My partner has to be enthusiastic when they go down on me. What can I say? I need a giver. I need your eyebrows deep. I need you to eat me out with the intensity of Air Bud with those pudding cups. Slop, 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 slop. My hope is that every time I tell that joke, anytime y'all are getting your pussy eaten or watching Air Bud, you think of me. With any luck. I'm thrilled I was able to find my boyfriend during the pandemic, because that was a nightmare. Anybody else on dating apps during the pandemic? It was hell, honestly. And I was on all the dating apps during the pandemic. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, JDate, Christian Mingle, Farmer's Meat, Grubhub. I was on all of the dating apps. Grubhub was the most fruitful. You're bringing mozzarella sticks to my front door on a first date. When can I meet your parents? Let's go. I dated a lot of duds before I met my boyfriend, and I've written a lot of jokes about it. And some people have called my comedy a little anti-man. A little anti-man. A woo. Felt. But I only write these little jokes because I've dated the worst of them. Not all men, just the worst of them. We all know the type. Skateboarders, drummers, Republicans. It's dark times. Guys who clap when the plane lands, just, the worst. I dated this one guy. There were no red flags at first, because it was strictly a hookup. I knew what I was getting into. And I was pretty excited because he lived in the West Bottoms in the area, in one of those really cool lofts with exposed brick. And you have to take a service elevator to get up. He had one of those refrigerators with the ice machine in the door. It was very fancy, so many amenities. And then he said the magic word that we all want to hear during a hookup, right? Do you want to go to my room and watch a movie? Yeah, I want to watch a movie. And we head towards his room, and everything seemed cool. Except he didn't flip on a light switch to his bedroom, he clicked on one of those like construction site lamps. Jarring. And I look at his mattress, and you guessed it, just raw dogging the carpet. No bed frame, no box spring, no headboard, no footboard. Wouldn't it be weird if he just had a footboard? Bed was not made, but that wasn't even the worst part, because wrapped up in his sheets and trash on the very tippy top, like the cherry on a sundae, was a raw brick of ramen noodles with a bite taken out of it. But I'm a good sport, you know, happy to be here, so we're shaking out the sheets, playing house. We make the bed, start fooling around, getting hot and heavy. He takes off my shirt and sees that I do not shave my armpits. He had a similar reaction. Except his was more like this. You know, I just remembered that I have a super early work meeting. You're more than welcome to sleep on the couch, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit the hay. And I was like, are you really not gonna have sex with me because I do not shave my armpits? He was like, well, yeah, it's just, you know, not really my thing. I was like, well, good, because I don't want to fuck a guy who eats raw bricks of ramen noodles in his bed. I saw the flavor packet. It was shrimp, you psycho. Which shrimp? I thought it was a condom wrapper at first, and that was like the first blow, but then to realize it was shrimp, it was quite another. How did he eat that in bed? Just like taking bites, just noshing on it? Just crumpling it up and snorting lies? What was that? And I gathered my belongings and I hightailed it out of there because I have pride. Thank you. Thank you. But I am a beautiful idiot and I do not know how to work a service elevator. It's not something I know how to do. So he had to ride with me down, okay? Quite awkward. And that's why I get to tell my little jokes, okay? My name is Brittany Tilander. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for Caleb, everybody.
Make some noise for Brittany, come on!